right now.
Unit heading up to the code 3 chase. Suspect was last reported southbound on Highway 99.
Can you give me more info on that call? Just clearing another call. I'm headed over there. Closing fast on the vehicle that matches the description. That reported party? All units go to condition 2. Piled into a rig. Stand by.
This is an emergency broadcast to all frequencies. Survivors in the Pleasant Valley region should make their way to the whitelisted server of Tranquility immediately. Server admins are standing by to monitor your activity. Watch out for increased levels of cooperation amongst various native inhabitants. Warning, the H1Z1 infection is at an all-time high. To protect yourself and your friends, gang violence is acceptable, but rule violators will be shot. Repeat, rule violators will be shot. The Pleasant Valley Board of Trustees on Tranquility welcomes all newcomers and would like to remind everyone out there in the wasteland to stock up and stay vigilant. This concludes the emergency broadcast. Tranquility for all, peace for none.
Hey, hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Undead Zone. I'm here with McLeod.
Hey guys.
Did I point the right way? We'll see in the video. Nope, wrong way. I gotta go this way. Hey, and we're now only almost lying with the Tranquility commercial because kind of like Arby's. Do you see McLeod? Do you have Arby's over there?
No.
We have this place called Arby's, like a roast beef place, but their big commercial is Arby's has the meats. Well, we have the codes. We're just about to put them up shortly, so
yes.
you can expect those, and that I think is going to be something with the release of the new thing, maybe. More info on that later. Somewhere on TMC.
So well informed.
So what are you drinking today, McLeod?
I'm drinking my usual Belgian beer called Leffe.
I'm drinking an unusual, a little more ghoulish. I'm going with the transfusion. So
yes. You might want to explain to somebody what that is, because it generally just sounded like you were going to be going into hospital to get a transfusion.
Oh, well, I'd IV it in if I could. There's enough vodka in it. It'll be good. It's pretty much soda, club soda, grape juice, and vodka, and ice.
Oh, grape juice.
It's yummy. Yummy. So, it's if we were a vampire game, it would be even better, but we're not. So.
Vampire and the Undead. That would be cool.
Yeah. Hey, want to remind everybody that we always take donations. However, we don't want your donations yet this week. Down below us is a big purple box that says Gommel Knox is going to TwitchCon. So I've been on all my shows. I've been saying to and this one's really mine and McLeod's, but I was saying, hey, donate to him. Don't donate to us. We want to make sure that he can get his wheelchair around the city when he goes there. So that's what that's for.
Yeah.
So
he's not only is he just going to TwitchCon, he's actually like doing a panel about disabled gamers and disabilities, and how disabled gamers kind of actually cope with their disabilities. In terms of playing all the top titles that you and I kind of take for granted.
Yeah.
So it's I mean, it's not like he's just going there just for shits and giggles. He's actually going there to genuinely talk about, disability in games and how people cope with it and stuff. So it's
and how they stream with it too, right? And all the stuff they need to do to enable streaming for them. When you think about that, somebody who is not able because they are able to get out, right? But then it's a little more limited, right, than being able to walk out your door and drive wherever you want at any time.
That's very true.
Just imagine what the world of gaming and even streaming does for them. It's got to be amazing.
I mean, if you've been watching kind of like some of the Paralympic stuff going on at the moment in Rio, like you kind of realize sort of the dedication and the sort of the perseverance that a lot of disabled people have to actually go through in order to actually, you know, really like I wouldn't say have a good quality of life, but excel. And it's really cool that you know they have that ability. They have that kind of that sort of the ability to be able to excel. And I think it should apply to games as well as to sports. So
Yeah, Gommel's played H1 a number of times, so I do know.
yeah,
And it's got to be hard with a first-person shooter, but he's pretty good.
yeah, it'd be good.
So, we've got a bunch of things to talk about. We're not going to... Normally we talk about Just Survive, right?
Yeah.
But today we're kind of dedicating the show to King of the Kill.
Yeah.
Because that's got the big news, and that's got the big release coming up soon. And you compiled a great list of notes on the changes. So why don't you guide us in there?
Well, I just kind of went through the notes and kind of went, well, there's a lot of like, a lot of herfing and blurfing and a lot of like, just waffling as such. I just kind of like put it into bullet points almost. But yeah, essentially what they're going to be putting together is, well, the patch is up on, at the moment is up on King of the Hill test server, so you can go out there and try it out for yourself. But they basically they've changed put up a new UI, which is it's cool but not cool in certain ways. We'll get into that. They've changed the way that you get new skins from old skins. They've apparently integrating Twitch into the game. I'm not entirely certain how that's going to go across. There's 3 new in-game currencies, a new bounty system, which is actually not a bounty system, so I'm not entirely certain why they called it a bounty system. A new scoring system and leaderboards, which looks kind of interesting, so long as they can actually make it work, because the leaderboards have been broken, then unbroken, then broken, then unbroken, like for the longest time, so... there's a training zone, which looks to be interesting, but could end up being the most trolling place in the world ever. And a bunch of miscellaneous kind of stuff. But if we go into the first stuff, the new UI, the new UI, you can set up default skins for your guy. So instead of every single time you have, because every single time when you're going into a game at the moment,
right,
on the current test server, not on the current test, on the current King of the Kill server, you have to basically reapply your skins every single time you go into the Box of Destiny.
Yes.
What you can do here is you can set your skins up previously, so when you go to the Box of Destiny, it's straight there. And so when you pick up guns and stuff like that, they auto-apply the skins to the guns and stuff.
Nice, cool. Nice. I like that.
Yeah. Apparently they say it's easier to read. I think they could probably give you a percentage easier to read, because they've just essentially made a lot of the stuff bigger in text. Whether that actually means it's easier to read, I don't know. I kind of don't think so. I think it's one of the things about things being easier to read or faster to work with. It's a bit difficult to figure that out initially, because you're used to doing things in a certain way. So when you can't do things a certain way, it inherently starts to feel like it's worse. So you kind of need a little bit of a readjustment kind of period of time to actually get used to the new style of work, of doing what you need to do. And I don't think I've played enough to kind of really get that, to figure out whether it's actually faster to do things or not. So, I mean, that's really the new UI kind of stuff. Like, there's a bunch of kind of cool new UI things that I kind of liked. Actually, I'll do the things that I dislike and then do the things I do like. Right. in King of the Kill when someone would kill someone else and it would pop up on the screen, sort of like, blah blah, blah, like a rolling kind of like sort of like a rolling news reel thing at the top of the screen. Right? They're doing that, but it's a lot more showy, and there's like a freaking sound effect that goes off every single time that happens now, and it really starts to, like, it gets old fucking quickly, like really fucking quickly. So if and the whole UI is too large. Like,
Too large.
in my honest opinion, it's too large. They can scale it back. Like, if they had like a UI scaling and they could scale it back like to 70% of what it is, that would be great. Like, if they could scale it down a third of what it is right now, so it's like 2/3 the size of that it is now, that would be great. That would be really cool. Obviously, the huge banner that they kind of need to either reduce at the same sort of scale. If they can either opt out of it, because they've also have on the left hand side also have like a scrolling kind of who killed who with what kind of thing as well. So it's kind of like it's the same information twice on the screen at the same time, which is a bit redundant,
Yeah, I understand. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, I get kind of showing a new kind of a new kind of animated banner for that kind of stuff is kind of cool, but like, we don't need it every single time. Maybe if that kind of came in like on the last 10, the last 20 people, that would kind of work, because it wouldn't be constantly. So that would be pretty cool.
Or at least give you the option to turn the sound notification off, right?
Yeah. Give the option to turn the sound notification for that thing off, or turn the sound notification and that big banner off, because you still have it on the side.
How many people start in a King of the Kill usually?
Typically in like not on the test server, like you would be 125 to 135.
Okay.
So you can imagine that going off 135 times.
Oh yeah, that's way too much, right?
Especially at the start, where it's just like boom, 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 constantly. It's like, it's a bit much. It gets quite it gets quite annoying, especially because you always get that sound notification as well. So you're like, I need to hear people's like moving about, and whether people are picking stuff up, and whether people are running towards me and shit like that, and I can't do that when there's sound notifications going off constantly because of people dying, like on the other side of the map,
Right.
So that's really kind of annoying. Other than that, the cool things that I liked about the UI is all of the introductory kind of stuff when you start the game up is really cool. Like, they have new loading screens and this, that, and the other, and it flows very nicely. There's a new character selection screen which hints at the possibility of having multiple characters, so you can select which character you want and then go from there. Okay. Which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
They haven't done it yet. It just kind of, it comes up going, your character and then the face and what have you, and you kind of click it and go into game kind of thing. There's new character models which look pretty cool. There's like 6 or 7 that you can choose from. No, 8 I think that you can choose from, actually. Obviously, setting the skins, you can queue up for a game and then go back into the various different menus while you're queued up. Okay. So you can go in and change settings. You can change what skins you want on what while you're queued up, which is really cool. And then when the game starts with the amount of people queued up and goes to the box of destiny, it actually asks you whether you like it. It basically has a 10-second period where you either go yes or no, accept or decline kind of thing. Okay. Which is really cool. It doesn't just throw you into a game in the middle of you doing something, say in the menus. Gotcha. Which is really cool. I really like that. When you're actually in the game, where is it? What did I put? Yeah, when you're actually in the game, when you pick up items and stuff, it replaces the stuff that you're on, so you don't need to actively shred or remove, like, say, your hat in order for you to, basically put a helmet on when you're actually in game. Like if you've got your hat on at the time, and you land and you pick up a helmet, it automatically puts your hat into your bag and when you put the helmet on. So that's a really cool thing. The only issue with that is you need to have the space in your backpack or on your person to be able to put the thing that you're replacing it with, or replacing it.
Right.
That can be a bit of an issue when, like, for example, you're picking up new shoes, right? And you, like, from the start, you don't have any backpack space, or don't have a backpack.
Right.
Like, you can't do that, which is kind of weird. I kind of feel like if you're picking up something that directly replaces it, and you don't have backpack space, you should just drop it. Like, I don't care if I'm picking up some new Convays, right?
Yeah.
I don't really care for the boots. I don't want
Right.
to keep them with me. And it kind of makes no sense that, like, if I'm picking up something that's better than what I have on,
Right.
that I somehow want to keep the thing that I have on. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean, I get that with clothing, like you might want to shred it, but not shoes. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know, and maybe it's a setting, right? Auto drop.
Maybe. I mean, they could do that. They could do it as a setting. It'd be fine. One of the settings that I thought about in terms of sound, which kind of triggered me off.
Were you triggered?
I was triggered. It was the voice chat has come back into the menu screens.
Ah.
So I'm there it was kind of confusing for a little while because I was like, I was sorting out some menu stuff and I was like hearing some like voices and shit and I was like, what the hell was that? I checked every single kind of tab that I had open. Nothing was like making sounds and stuff. And then I realized it was voice chat from people, I think, in the Box of Destiny.
Gotcha.
Talking, and I could hear them in the menu screen even though I wasn't actually connected or queued up. And it was like, why is that happening? Like, and that needs to change because obviously, when people will pick up that kind of thing, they'll start abusing the crap out of it, and you'll just like inside of a weekend, you'll probably have crazy, asshats that are just screaming off the top, on the top of their lungs into their microphones just to aggravate people. It is going to happen because it happened. That's why they had that option beforehand to sort of switch off the voice chat in the Box of Destiny.
How about those people in even King of the Kill that just walk around making strange sounds as they walk around? Like, really?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, clearly you're psychotic, just feeling like you have to do that.
Clearly, you have a bit of a screw loose.
Just a little one.
Either that, or it's either they have a screw loose, or somehow they kind of feel like psychological warfare actually works in this game.
No, we just look at you. If any of our viewers or people do that, we just look at you and say, "Damn, they've got a bolt loose, not a screw, a bolt."
Bolt an entire.
Like Frankenstein bolt in my neck loose.
The nut's gone completely.
Oh my god. Yeah, those people. I'm just sitting there going, really?
Yeah. I mean, at the moment, like for example, on my King of the Kill test server, I've literally turned off like voice chat because like I don't want to hear that shit. Like when I'm doing random stuff and like I don't mind it in game, but like not in when I'm like going through menus and shit like that. Like I don't like. There's no need for it. And where was the option was there beforehand? So why do they ditch it? It makes sense that you have that. We can turn it on, and keep it on.
I don't know about you, but I'm starting to feel this drink.
You're starting to feel the drink straight away.
I'm starting to feel the drink.
Oh, that must be some potent stuff then.
Hey, let's take a moment here and remind folks that they're watching the Undead Zone here on the Matani.com Twitch channel. If you have the opportunity to follow us, or would you like to have the opportunity to follow us, please do. There's a number of streamers here on TMC that you could follow, including the Accessible Gamer and a number of other folks. We play lots of games on this channel, not just talk shows. The other thing is you can shoot McLeod or I a follow. Our at Eric Asmock and at the McLeod are there, so you can follow us on Twitter You can become a subscriber to the show if you'd like, and not just this show, but the entire channel. And that supports all of the streamers here on TMC, and we appreciate that if you're willing to do that. As we said earlier, donations, please send them to Gommel. It's the big purple square below us in the channel layout. Also below there, you can see an updated streamer list and when everybody streams and what they stream. So check that out.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Some cool streamers though.
Yeah, we have some fun. We have some cool streamers. Boat's great, and after us
streaming World of Warships the other day, and
Yeah.
I spent 2 hours of that 2-hour stream downloading World of Warships, and finally got it. And then you're like, "Yeah, I'm finishing the stream."
We're doing it again Wednesday, so be there.
Yay!
We'll do it again Wednesday. We're gonna play.
I've been,
That is a game I really like to play. I mean, I like
It's-
H1Z1 too, but I really like that game.
It's strangely entertaining and strangely kind of strangely rewarding. Like you kind of I don't know why, but getting that final blow on someone's ship a mile, literally 5-6 kilometers away kind of thing, or with huge guns like 13 kilometers away or something, is just ultra satisfying.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's it's not so super intense that you can't have anything else going on in the background. Like you can have some music going on in the background. You can have something on YouTube kind of going that you can kind of casually watch while your ship's kind of going off to one side of the map or this, that, and the other. It's cool. I like it.
I like it. It's a great game.
Good mix.
Great game, free to play. Yay.
It is. Yeah. Having lots of fun with it. But as to King of the Kill,
Yes. Back to the
that
King
is
of
an
the Kill.
intense game. It kind of has the new kind of stuff has made it feel a little bit more arcadey, but that's not too bad for King of the Kill, especially.
Right.
So, it is kind of like an arcadey kind of game, so that makes sense. I mean, some of the UI stuff needs to be scaled backwards, which is kind of cool. Two of the new UI elements that I really like is there's a constant status for gas, whether the gas is encroaching, whether it's kind of stopped, whether it's when it's going to be coming, kind of thing. Like you don't need to be looking down at the sort of what is it the little kind of the text input thing at the bottom left, of the old UI kind of stuff. You don't need to be looking down there all the time to see if you can, and scrolling through it to see when the gas is coming, when it's not and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And when you open the map screen, another thing I quite like, when you open the map screen, it shows you, it bolds the grid square that you're in.
Okay.
Which is a nice touch, because otherwise you're there going, see, sort of doing the whole kind of across and then following it down and stuff, and that can be a bit of a pain in the arse sometimes. So it's good.
Moe sold his thumb. I'm not sure what that means.
I don't know.
And by the way, a reminder to the folks that are out there listening and out there in the chat, right? If there's something about King of the Kill or even Just Survive that you'd like to bring up, just type it in there. We'll talk about it, no problem. And if you have an opinion about some of the stuff that we're talking about, please share it there. I mean, it's a conversation between all of us. Otherwise, this show isn't as much fun, right?
Exactly.
It's less fun for us when people don't talk, right? It's we have to fill the dead space.
Yeah, I know exactly. So, as much as I like talking, I would like to. I do like to converse with other people. So,
I'm starting to feel this drink. By the way, it's pretty. I did a good job.
Are you gonna survive? It's only been 25 minutes, man.
Well, you know what? You know what's funny? When I went in there, because I keep scotch and bourbon in my office here with me, right?
Yeah.
I do not keep vodka in here, other than sweet tea vodka. So the
vodka's vodka's like the Doctor, the Mr. High Tea or Dr. Jekyll, I think.
Well, maybe, but it's kept in the other room, and so I'm in there and I'm sitting there looking. I'm like, I really got to fix this after the show, because I've got 2 1-gallon jugs or 1.75 liter jugs of Tito's vodka, right? And they're both half empty. So I really needed
get rid of a bottle.
consolidate and reduce the number of bottles, right?
Yeah, well, you can do that straight away. Like, just pour one into the other and then you're good.
Yep,
Chuck
that's
another
true.
bottle away. Done.
But it was just funny. I was just looking at that because one came home with us from vacation, right? And we had the other one here, so,
Oh, yeah.
I'm really interested in Moe and selling his thumb. I really don't...
I'm confused, but I'm thinking he may be talking about World of Warships because you can sell your ships there.
Maybe.
So I don't know. Maybe his thumb was like just a name of one of his ships, or
Not sure. Moe, let us know.
Please, otherwise, unless you actually sold your actual thumb on black market for cash because you needed it, in which case, like, you should probably rather actually set up a GoFundMe rather than sell your body parts.
Well, I hear kidneys and half of your liver. I mean, they're a little more valuable on that market.
Yeah, but you can kind of you can live without, say, one of your kidneys or like a bit of your liver kind of thing. But like, it's a little bit more difficult to go through life with only one of your two thumbs.
Yeah, that'd be hard. That'd be hard.
It's.
I think I'd sell my left thumb. I'm just saying, not my right thumb. I need that right thumb.
Do you need the right thumb? For whatever reason. And the other thing is, don't sell your thumb because it's got your thumbprint. You probably have, you never know when you're going to be needing, you require it for, some kind of security measure.
Well, like getting into your phone, because I use my right thumbprint to get in my phone. The left doesn't work.
You've got a thumbprint scanner on your phone.
I do. Yeah. I think if you have any of the modern Apple or Samsung phones, they have them. I think.
I've got an old as crap Sony one, which is like that.
Yeah, I've got a Galaxy S6,
but,
so yeah, it has it.
Yeah, well, the S6 has, but like mine's a old Sony Xperia, so like mine's pretty old. It's still quite good though. It still works and functions perfectly fine. Like, well,
it's not going to blow up, so you're good.
Yeah. It's less likely to have me calling the insurance company on a phone in the street saying, yeah, I require, I'd like to inform you that my house is burnt down due to my phone.
Yeah.
So,
a guy, I heard the guy whose car caught on fire was fraud, but I'm not sure, so we'll find it. We'll look.
I said some. What, really?
Yeah, remember when you posted that? I think that the guy ended up frauding out.
Really? Like, I
think.
just kind of guessed. Like, it was a case of like, I've heard of people saying that their phones explode and stuff like that, whereas in actual fact, like, every single time it was said in other kind of YouTube conversation, like YouTube sort of talk shows and conversations about it, is like most battery failure kind of stuff like that they don't explode. They just kind of expand and break the phone a little bit, kind of thing. They break the phone open a little bit, expand and stuff like that. They don't catch fire and explode, kind of thing. So I was there, kind of thinking, like, that's a pretty insane kind of thing for a phone that's charging in your car to literally burn your car down. Like, I was there, kind of thinking to myself, like, that sounds more like you didn't like your car and you just wanted the money from the insurance.
I think that's what he wanted, but the Samsungs are burning. They are catching fire.
Damn. Okay.
So we're at our halfway point.
Halfway.
I think you're through about, a third of your notes, if that. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You got
I kind of breezed through.
I mean, it's like a freaking novel. I mean, we could post this as an article. It's so long.
I kind of went through it and I was like, whatever.
I'm interested in this scrapyard thing.
Yeah, the scrapyard thing is it can actually be a little bit controversial, to be honest. Because at the moment, the way that the duplication, like your duplicate items and items that you don't want anymore.
Yeah.
The way it works at the moment is if you have 5 items of a similar level, because they have like tiers of levels, like blue, like green, blue, purple, then is it green, blue, like purple, then yellow or something like that. And if you have like 5 of like one level, you can put them in and you'll get an item of the higher level.
Gotcha.
you'll get like you put 5 common ones in, you'll get an uncommon. If you put 5 uncommons, you'll get a rare, and if you put 5 rare, you'll get an ultra rare, right?
Okay.
They're scrapping that, and they're doing this thing where basically you scrap the skins that you have, and it turns into scrap, and then you can you can send that to the scrapyard, and it will basically spit out a new skin, or like I don't know whether it's like a 2-to-1 or a 3-to-1 kind of thing, but it'll spit out a new skin from one of the crates, and I'm not sure whether it's like commons, rares, ultra rares, all of that kind of stuff. But like essentially, what I can kind of see from that is if you put like essentially
You froze.
and still get a whole bunch of commons.
Yeah, I dropped a few packets there. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
So essentially, what it sounds like is like you can scrap a whole bunch of like common level kind of skins, recycle them, and still get a whole bunch of common skins. So essentially, like Daybreak, as far as I can kind of understand it, is Daybreak have found a new way of basically random number generating you out of better skins, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, it does.
So yeah, there's that. That's the kind of scrapyard kind of thing. That also includes airdrop tickets. So if you have airdrop tickets, you can also scrap them, and they'll give you 100 scrap per ticket. I'm not sure how much scrap makes a skin, but we'll see where that comes in. Twitch integration? Why? I don't understand why.
Yeah, that seemed a little bit strange to me as well.
Yeah, they haven't said quite how they're going to be doing it. Like if it's actually going to be like streaming from inside the game kind of thing. It kind of that has like I've never seen any kind of game that has tried to do that actually do that successfully, because every decent streamer, even any streamer who's actually done a tiny bit of research knows that like the best way to stream is to use a dedicated streaming software. You know it, I know it, other streamers know it. Like literally, I barely stream at all ever, and I know it.
Yeah, I mean,
CCP tried it. You remember that CCP tried it? And
I think it's still built into the game.
It's still built into the game, but it failed because like nobody wanted to use it because it was just terrible.
Well, here's the thing. Why do I mean, it works fine. I mean, but it streams your whole screen. Yeah. And in Eve, I don't want to ever show where I am. And when I'm streaming something like H1Z1, if I'm in just Survivor Any mode, right, I don't want people to know where I am either.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So, I mean, I get that there are landmarks that you could know. In Eve, it's a little harder, right? If you don't know the system name you're in, you don't know where you are. But I don't know. It just seems a little odd to me.
Yeah, so I was kind of there going, they haven't actually said like whether it's going to be streamed from in, like whether they're using, going to that kind of length of actually allowing you to stream from inside the game kind of thing. But like they have said like you can participate to your viewers from in game, and I'm like confused as to whether that means does that mean speaking? Because like I mean that happens normally anyway. Like you don't need any kind of internal integration for that. So I'm kind of thinking maybe that means like you can bring that text chat that you have, like the text chat that we have on the side, like into the game.
Right.
But then that kind of, to me, that especially with King of the Kill, that fucks with, I want to, when I'm playing King of the Kill kind of I say competitively, when I'm semi-serious about playing King of the Kill, I kind of want to be able to see people rather than see chat. Because I can I can have chat on my second screen. That's totally fine.
Right.
I don't need chat to be into the game.
Yeah.
I'd actually prefer to have that screen real estate used to actually see people.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can always. I mean, usually with the chat when you're gaming, right? You're just reading the chat. You're responding verbally to the folks
Yeah.
watching, right?
Yeah,
And you're not, typing back to them. I don't know. Again,
exactly.
screen real estate. Leave it the way it is.
Yeah, exactly. And there was another kind of thing where it says you can discover new streamers as a viewer, and that's like another kind of really vague kind of thing. I mean, does that mean that like people who are streaming who are have this Twitch integration, like Twitch, like connected, like their account on Daybreak and their Twitch thing connected? Does that mean that like it'll show up an icon with a Twitch icon showing that they're streaming or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because if that's the case, then that means that like chances are people are going to be actually like in King of the Kill matches probably going to be Twitch snipe, like Twitch stream sniped, like so much easier,
Right.
and that'll fuck with people's desires to stream on Twitch, to stream King of the Kill. Like, that's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't stream King of the Kill, stream H1Z1 Just Survive, is because more often than not, people get stream sniped on that because you have a lot more to lose, and people who are watching you have a lot more to gain, and generally can actually go and fuck with you.
Yeah,
So
I mean, think of DM radio, right? We used to all like to. I mean, yeah, we
It's-
shoot them, right?
It was we would stream snipe him pretty much because we could.
Mhm.
Not because we decided to be a bunch of assholes, but like literally because the option was there, and it was the best way to secure our area.
Right.
It was like our stuff was our stuff, and we didn't want him to like
Either.
basically rape the crap out of us, even though he could, because he was a decent player, and we were absolutely goddamn terrible.
We're goons.
Because we're goons. We are
I
terrible.
see.
So
Little extra transfusion there in the facial hair.
yeah. So there's that, which can be quite controversial depending on how they go with it. It does mean that the whole Twitch TV insert random person's name here kind of names will actually disappear, because chances are that it will come up with an icon saying that they're a Twitch streamer. So that'll be good.
Right.
There's new currencies. Why are there new currencies? I have no idea.
Why do we have currency?
To buy stuff off them, and so that when you play, you earn some stuff and not feel like you're not progressing, I guess. There's going to be crowns, with the whole King of the Kill kind of king royalty thing bullshit, which you can only convert. So you can only convert that from Daybreak Cash, but you can't convert crowns to Daybreak Cash. So like, and apparently crowns aren't going to work on other Daybreak products. So once you converted that Daybreak Cash to crowns, you can't do shit except for buy stuff in King of the Kill.
Gotcha.
And chances are it won't even be might not even be a thing in Just Survive. So
Gotcha.
what the fuck? Skull. So there's that. There's skulls, and then there's credits. Skulls basically stuff that you use in the bounty system, and credits are stuff that you earn that you can transfer into skulls, but you can't transfer skulls into crowns. So it's
Very weird. Very weird.
So yeah, and the bounty system isn't a bounty system. It's basically just a betting system. It's essentially you just bet on, how good you are in matches, and you probably get like a certain amount more if you get top 10 or top 5 or top 3 or first. But that's pretty much it. You can receive new skins, emotes, which are fairly rare, and the new vehicle skins, which is something. I've actually got a picture of one of the vehicle skins. I think there's pictures of all 4 of them, but that's a picture of one of the vehicle skins, which is pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was cool. I definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that's one thing that I thought was cool. Vehicle skins, and you know what? They're getting that from PlanetSide 2, right? I mean, you do that over there too, and I'm surprised it's taken them this long to get that in here.
Exactly. And there's a new scoring system. There's going to be a new scoring system, new leaderboards kind of thing. It was always kind of broken the Box of Destiny. I guess there's not going to be leaderboards on the Box of Destiny, so it doesn't matter about that anymore.
Yeah, I know. There's a leaderboard, but there's nobody here to see it. Okay, and it doesn't work.
It will probably be something on their website or something like that, or back in the menu when you're actually at a game, sort of thing. So it's this: you get a score every match, which is based on your kills and the position that you died in. Only the top 10 scores that you've got actually ranks you on the leaderboard, and the leaderboards are broken into like different leagues or tiers, much like football leagues. But they've got like each tier has got like 5 subdivisions, so you've got like approximately 30 leagues, as it were.
So I don't play King of the Kill. I mean, I've got it right. We bought it in the beginning and things like that. But So when you talk about, I mean, you can't team up in King of the Kill. You're not supposed to, right?
In solo ones, no, but like there's 2-man and 5-man, so you can do 2-man and 5-man.
But so when you die in King of the Kill, do you just get kicked out to the menu or back to the the little holding pen?
If you're playing solo, then you just get kicked back. You kind of it tells you the score and your score and this, that, and the other, and what your XP that you've gained and stuff like that, and then it kicks you back out. They are actually adding the kind of like a chase cam.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, that's something I think that would be cool.
Yeah, they are adding that for 2-mans and 5-man King of the Kills, so that's going to be pretty cool. I haven't tried that out yet, so I don't know how that works, but I'm sure it'll be okay and not full of bugs at all.
You know what I would like? I mean, even in the 1-man, right? So if you could get into spectator mode, right? Just drop them into spectator mode and let them fly around the course after they die. That would be, I mean...
Now that would be horrendously bad because people like...
Oh,
they would queue up with friends, and then like when they would kill themselves straight away and just use that to basically cheat for their friend.
Yeah. That's why we do that with teams. I get you.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it
so it's going to be a chase cam sort of thing. So it'll be fixed, and you wouldn't be able to move it, but you'll be able to see what like your friend sees and stuff. So
that'd be cool.
Yeah, it'll be all right. There's a new training zone, which is basically like it's a map where you can go and run around the Z2 map. It'll have all the spawn.
All the spawns available.
Essentially, essentially just you parachute in, you can respawn and reparachute in, and all that kind of thing. It doesn't have any gas. I imagine the spawns for all the guns respawn themselves and stuff. So there's that. I kind of feel that eventually that will be the most trolling place ever, because people will just be there to shoot the crap out of people just because they can.
Mm-hmm.
And people, I've seen videos of it, and people actually do die in that kind of area. So, yeah, I'm imagining that the worst people in the entirety of H1Z1 are probably going to hang out on that training zone, killing people.
I'm thinking
killing people literally for the sake of it.
I get the training zone in Planetside too, right? Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
and you can't kill each other.
Yeah.
Right, and you're learning to use the tools and things like that, and I get that. I don't know. I don't know why they're doing it here. It doesn't sound. It's again, like you said, it sounds like Trollville.
It does sound like Trollville, but there is one thing which wasn't in the notes, but is in this random King of the Kill glossary thing that they kind of put a link to somewhere that might be integrated into the training zone, which might work a little bit like the one in Planetside 2.
Okay.
Essentially, like every single time you play King of the Kill, you earn experience points.
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't really put on any of the large slides. It was just like a footnote in one of the King of the Kill glossary things. But you earn XP every single time you play. And basically it's in levels. So you earn XP, you get to a certain level. It says congratulations, you've leveled up, or you've got to level 2 or whatever. And you progress like that. And apparently every 5 levels you get a new crate, like an open crate, or
Right.
an unlocked crate kind of thing. Whether that's a crate like that, whether that's one of the theme crates or one of the kind of crates that they're changing the bags to, because they're doing that. That's one of the things that they're doing, is they're changing all of the bags and stuff that you would get, the elite bags and the mystery bags and stuff, to crates as well. But they're literally just going to have the same stuff that you would get from the bags. Don't know why. No idea why.
One set of
Apparently the
code.
system only works with crates, but like
It's going to be one set of code. It's simplifying their
one
code. It
system.
makes a little
Yeah,
sense.
I guess. But like, I mean, what's the difference between one container and another container? Like, you still open it in the same way.
Well, they're doing away with the keys, right?
Yeah, they're doing away with the keys, but they already have in some kind of things. You can buy unlock crates anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, in terms of like an element in a game or an element in UI, like an openable thing is all an unopen are all openable things. You can change the graphic for it, and you can change the stuff that you get for it. It doesn't mean that you have to call them crates and have to have a crate icon. Like, you can still have a bag icon.
Gotcha.
And that's why I don't get it, how it has to be crates.
I get you.
Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe the XP thing kind of works in a sense that, like, the training area or the training zone only works up until a point where you get past a certain level on your character, and then you can't go into the training zone. Like, I'm thinking maybe that might be the case.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So, and the other thing is, right, so there's a bunch of MISC stuff. There's more regional servers. They're going to be turning on more of the fair play stuff, which is the ping systems, which
Gotcha.
like deactivates your guns and disconnects you if your like ping is absolutely terrible. Yeah, all the unused crate keys that you have will be changed to unlocked predator crates, which apparently is the most popular crate, the predator crate. So
Gotcha.
the first gas ring, the ring which shows you where you need to go to actually avoid the gas, will show up a minute earlier, which is kind of cool. E-tips will be easier to make because you don't need one grenade per E-tip. It will be one grenade per 5 or something like that, but they do less damage because they're only using one grenade. This is one kind of cool thing that I did actually see in the settings, is you can a lot of the custom graphic settings that you tend to tweak in the user options INI are actually a menu option in the thing.
Thank you, finally.
But the one thing which they haven't got, which annoys the crap out of me, is they haven't got a windowed full screen.
Really?
Or borderless windowed mode, sorry.
Gotcha.
Which you can still, once you've actually generated the user option INI kind of file, you can go in there and change it as you would, in Just Survive and stuff. Change those 2 lines.
Gotcha.
But they don't have an option there to do that, which is really weird, because it's been the staple of any and everybody who uses more than one monitor. So it's like, that's the one thing that I think every single person who has a multi-monitor setup does. Like, literally, first thing that they do is they go, windowed full screen, not full screen, not windowed full screen.
Right. That's what I do.
It's first, number one thing, but seem to completely escape them, and I have no idea why.
Sometimes I really wonder why, how game companies get to some of these places, right?
They play I think it's they don't play enough, or they don't seem to watch people enough to see what they do, or at least talk to them about it. Like, if you played the game for long enough, as often as people, as often as you kind of should, if you really wanted to actually develop your game and make sure your game is like streamlined for people who really like and love your game. Like, you would see these things and go, right, we need to change this, we need to change that. but they don't, and I wonder sometimes. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I think we've gone through it all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The changes to Just Survive is basically they're coming down and changing a few things to do with crates, and that's it.
Yeah.
But apparently we're gonna be, when they do this whole 24-hour downtime on September 20th, it's Just Survive is gonna have to come down as well for a period of time. They didn't say it's gonna be the whole 24 hours, but I don't know.
Oh well, I mean, I hopefully they're working on some stuff for Just Survive amongst all this, right? Because 2 separate teams supposedly, right?
Supposedly,
which I doubt. I highly doubt, right? Kind of like I mean, every game developer that we've ever known, CCP, cough. I mean, they never separate them, right? When they want stuff done, they just grab everybody, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're doing that here. But I really hope that there's something new for Just Survive on the horizon, some serious bug fixes, especially with this regional server stuff and the regional pings, right? Because that Ethernet cable pool remains an issue in Just Survive that's just killer. I mean, it's time for a wipe and a patch in Just Survive. Otherwise, it may not be a Just Survive anymore, right?
It'll not survive. I
don't think it will.
Survive. It won't survive. Simple as. And I've made far too much head on this. You see that? That's just
ridiculous. What the hell are you doing? You put a blender in there?
I poured it I poured it without even thinking. I just went like that, and I just went, oh crap.
It's very bad. It's like a party foul. Drink twice for that. I mean,
I think I need to. Although I might have a face full of foam.
Well, for those that are viewing, hey, we got the Meta Show coming up next. If you've been watching the show and you enjoy the show, please make sure that you follow the show, follow the channel, or subscribe to the channel, right, and things of that nature. And if you're planning on donating, please donate to Gommelnox down below in the big purple box, where he is going to TwitchCon to talk on a panel. Yeah, that's the end of show announcements, and we hope for a patch soon. Daybreak, please patch soon.
And if you guys want us to talk about anything in particular, few minutes, last 5, 6, 7 minutes or something, just let us know in the chat. Would be cool.
Otherwise, we may go early.
We may go a little bit early.
Give them a little buffer time there in the old.
Give Boat a little bit of buffer time. Would be cool.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, as far as changes, that's pretty much everything that's been happening in H1Z1. Like, there's nothing's been happening in Just Survive. I haven't checked the Steam charts, but
I think A-Bomb's been the only high pop server ever, and even that's not all the time anymore.
A-Bomb is in US, and I think it's what the hell is it? The Euro one. Not Alastor. Oh, one of this the main Euro kind of one has been, but it's been a bit spotty. It's been a bit kind of inconsistent as of late. So let's just check.
I just saw the tweet come out from the Matani. Accessible Gamer is going to be on the Meta Show today, so that'll be great. Yeah, we are kind of doing a Gommelnox Accessible Gamer week coming up, and I think it's kicking off right after us. When we have the Whiskey Gaming Show on Tuesdays at 8:00 Eastern, right? And Gommel and Marconi's Pork Butt are going to be there on that show. So we're going to go over the whole Accessible Gamer thing before he goes off and send him away.
Nice, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of Gommelnox week here at thematani.com, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. He's a great guy.
He's a really cool guy. I love him.
He is.
But yeah, in terms of Just Survive, it's been a really terrible month. August, average amount of players 2,700, and last 30 days 2,300. 2,100. So it's dipping. I mean, the thing is, it's been like a month and a bit since the last wipe, and generally it's quite low at this kind of point. But it's really, really low now, and that sucks ass.
Yeah, until they come out, and unless they come out with a producer's announcement that sits there and says, "Hey, we've fixed these 20 things that are terrible in the game," and it's probably more like 20, not 10.
Which I would say we've been screaming at them about changing, and not just us, like
Yeah.
the rest of the people. And like you go to Reddit and just scroll through anything that has Just Survive or JS on it. It's like you'll see all the kind of complaints in the list of stuff that people want changed, and it's just like, do that. Don't randomly change.
Don't give us new
bullshit stuff that
skins.
we don't
Don't give
need.
us the new map. Don't give us anything. Just fix those core things, and you'll have a much better game, and people will play it.
Exactly.
Then give us the rest of stuff.
Exactly. And I'm probably going to go and carry on playing a little bit of World of Warships, because I've got some. I got a destroyer that I need to get.
That's good. Yeah, I need to start playing that and earn some stuff too. I've got some of the ships from the beta, but I've got to get some of the other cool ships to use as well.
Okay. I think I got a key for the beta, for the closed beta.
Yep.
Like 2 days before the open beta, before it turned into open beta, and I didn't redeem it.
Oh wow! I decided to buy one, and 5 minutes later, what was it? Laz drew me on TMC here, and I won a key right after I bought it. Because you could buy into that beta, right?
Yeah.
And I gave it to Scythe, because he could use it. All right. Well, hey, that's pretty much the end of the show. We've got the meta show coming up next here, and we're going to take us out with the old TQ commercial for those who don't know. So very shortly, we're going to have an announcement. So be on the Imperium News forums, the Imperium News, and we will announce there when the keys are available for TQ coming up soon. That's about it.
Talking about Scythe, actually, Eric,
Yeah.
I was concerned as to how that drink was affecting you. I was kind of wondering whether I'd actually have to somehow firefight and find Scythe to be the actual sober person to speak to.
Hey, where's Wally? Where's Wally? We'll see you. No, and I will never pull a Scythe on you unless Space Mexican pays me $100 to take 16 shots in a row or whatever the hell it was, which buried Scythe that night.
Oh, that was funny as hell, man. That was so funny.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Alrighty, we're going out.
Units heading out to the code 3 chase. Suspect was last reported southbound on Highway 99.
Can you give me more info on that call? Just clearing another call. I'm headed over there. Closing fast on a vehicle that matches the description. That reported party? All units go to condition 2. Pilot into a rig, stand by!
This is an emergency broadcast to all frequencies. Survivors in the Pleasant Valley region should make their way to the whitelisted server of Tranquility immediately. Server admins are standing by to monitor your activity. Watch out for increased levels of cooperation amongst various native inhabitants. Warning, the H1Z1 infection is at an all-time high. To protect yourself and your friends, gang violence is acceptable, but rule violators will be shot. Repeat, rule violators will be shot. The Pleasant Valley Board of Trustees on Tranquility welcomes all newcomers and would like to remind everyone out there in the wasteland to stock up and stay vigilant. This concludes the emergency broadcast. Tranquility for all, peace for none.